And now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for your favorite game. Who's that Issue?
Ah, crap, what is that, a stormtrooper? Salacious Crumb. No. Jabba the Hutt. No. The heck is that? Walrus Man? I don't know, man. Boba Fett. I don't know, man. Who's that fish canoe? What you gonna do when it takes poop and it lands on your shoe? 'Cause that's just how I do. Woohoo! It's David Letterman. Oh yeah, it's a hero! It's the greatest hero of all! Yes! No, come on, guys! You know he's the Captain Antonio! Come on, dudes! Oh, what's going on with the screen again? There I am! Hey, man! Why are you guys heckling poor old Direct D? He just likes to swear at cops from across the street for no reason. What could be better than that? Hey, anyway, hi guys! Welcome to the show! I'm here to ruin your day. Hey, it's Thursday, I can't wait. Who's here? King Sue 2000 said good morning all. Hess says that's everybody. That's all he is. Yeah. Anyway, I guess I'm supposed to do a happy dance or something. Alright, here, check it out. I'm gonna try to host the show today. Here we go. Look at my butt. Look at my butt. Is that how it goes, Hess? Is that right? Oh, no, man.
One of these days, he's always trying to take over the show. It's like Lucy, you know? Can I be in your show, Ricky? No. Good morning, all. That's right. That's everybody. That's all he is. Here's a proper happy dance for you. Come on. All right. There we go. Now we're talking late. Hammer sandwich. All right. Let's see. Cliff Hickson is here. Lessinator. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Les. Highway Star. Yes. Good morning. Good morning to you, sir. Blackheart Knight's in the house. News Now Voodoo. It's a good day to fry. Hello to all the chat. Oh, no. We're going to burn that doll up. Let's see what else we got. We got Cliff Hickson, Highway Star. Terry Barnes. Good morning, friends. God bless you, sir. Absolutely. Highway Star, Blackheart Knight, Terry Barnes. David E. Persons is here. John Felix was at a kid's Little League game. John Felix was at a kid's Little League game. And also pondering the next Frauditpalooza dinner, dance, and ball. He wondered why the ball was growing bigger and bigger. And then it hit him. I like that. For those of you who don't know, I was actually invited to the Frauditpalooza, but I didn't go for a lot of reasons. One, I couldn't get there. Two, it cost money, not just to travel there, but you had to pay. But also, the only way to get a ticket wasn't just to give John Felix $100. We had to give him $100 and then all your personal private information so he could send you a ticket. It's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give you any of my anything. And I'm especially not going to give you money. I was going to try to go down there and cover it like as a journalist, you know, because that's what they do. It's a story. But that didn't work out. Oh, well. I guess I've seen the footage from it, and apparently it was like nothing. Like, a handful of people showed up and they ate dinner, and then he gave "You're the biggest scumbag" awards to the biggest scumbags, and they all thought it was funny, and they all made fun of cops. Like, this is it actually it was the Fraudipalooza footage that I saw was kind of fascinating to me in the sense that it does kind of open. I mean, I already know, but it does kind of open a window to how these people think. Like, they're obsessed. Like, I mean, really, like, because here they are in a social setting, eating dinner and drink, like having a barbecue, just eating and drinking beer and hanging out and talking, right? It's a social setting. You know, like me in my life, I get into those kind of social settings, and like maybe somebody's listening to Leonard Skinner, and I start talking, or wearing a Metallica t-shirt. We start talking about rock and roll, you know, or maybe somebody's throwing bags and we're like, hey, you want to play bags? And we play bags, you know. So you can talk about, you know, the Bears or pro wrestling or whatever's going on, you know. Maybe sometimes people, you know, get into politics or religion or whatever, you know, but people have discussions. They talk about things. But these guys, it's like, hey, how you doing? Cops suck. Yeah, don't they? I hate cops. Yeah, me too. Hey, how are you doing? Hey, cops suck. Oh, yeah, I hate cops too. Yeah, so do I. I hate cops. Yeah, cops are terrible. Yeah, cops are bad. Yeah. Like, that's all they talk about. Like, they're completely obsessed with just hating cops. Like, that's what they do. That's their entire lives. It's just they wake up, where the cops? I hate them. I hate them. Let's go hate cops. Come on, let's go hate cops today. They're horrible. Like, they live on their hate. That's what fuels them, is their hatred. It's not good. It's not healthy. Cliff Hickson, Highway Star, Lessonator, Terry Barnes. Let's see. Blackheart Knight. Florida Jim is here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's see. Who else? Victoria B, what's up? Lexi Ann, all right. How's it going? Good to see you. Cliff Hickson, all right. Oh, Mr. Thomas is here, ladies and gentlemen. What did he say? Good morning, Hez and the Rash family. Happy Friday Eve. What did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies! Oh, my goodness gracious me. That's the way, I like it, that's the way, I like it, Hey, LaDonna Rogers, what's up? Alrighty, all it was a bunch of idiots eating dinner, crying about mean cops. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so, hello everybody. Welcome to the show. Great to see you on this beautiful Thursday. We only got 2 days left and then the week's finally going to be over. Let me look up the weather. My little weather thing on the bottom of my screen just says temps to jump, temps to fall, whatever. I don't know what the heck they're talking about. So let me look at the actual forecast for the area. Let's see. 37, 40, 50. Oh, cloudy, but it's supposed to get into the mid 50s today by the end of the day. That's cool. I dig that. So that's not too bad. Let's see. And then what about tomorrow? Oh, crap hammer sandwich. Stupid ads. Anyway, I guess today's supposed to be relatively nice. The thing is, it's supposed to get warmer and warmer, but then by the weekend, when it's like 60, 70 degrees, it's supposed to be raining all weekend. So, at least I'm not going to be outside working in it. So, that's fun. I got that to look forward to. Minnie isn't here today. He's with his mom. And she... I sit here and complain about my ex all day. You guys don't want to hear that. So anyway... we were talking about how these guys just their entire lives, they just live off of hatred for the police. Like that's all they got in their lives is they hate the cops. So they dedicated their entire lives, their entire motivation, everything they do is based on hate and trying to get paid on YouTube. Combination of both. So I wanted to start the show today with I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but Andre Sloan, he's been on fire lately. His videos lately have just been, oh, we got Chef Emily in the house. Good morning, dad joke. Did you hear the joke about paper? It's terrible. Anyway, Andre Sloan's been on a tear, really digging deep and finding the criminal histories of these douche canoes and exposing them, because we know so many of them have criminal histories and all that. But he just did one yesterday, and what's great is that in his digging, he found that this same person actually used to try to want to be a cop, and it didn't work out, and now all of a sudden they hate cops. Bonus joke, frauditing a cafe. Frauditor frauditing a cafe asked the waitress, "Hey, can I ask you about the menu, please?" The waitress slapped him and said, "The men I please are none of your business." Can I ask you about the menu, please? The men I please. Ah, no. The video's only 4 hours old. That's right. And we're about to watch it, ladies and gentlemen. Where is it? There it is. All right. Let's get this parted. See, they added a new place for the share screen thing here on StreamYard, so I'm still getting used to it. They've been making a lot of changes. Anyway, let's check it out, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Andre Sloan. Let's go. All right.
Well, hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. How are all of you fantastic folks out there doing? Now, I know it's been a little while, just about a week or so, but last week, in the middle of the week, we had a little bit of a medical scare that we spent a couple days in the hospital in observation for. So I wasn't able to make any videos since I didn't have my laptop with me. Now, I know I've been promising all of you a video of Big Mike audits, but I had to put him on the back burner once again because I'm waiting for some information from the Michigan prison system and the Monroe County, Michigan Circuit Court system to make sure that I have the right criminal history of the right guy. Now, I don't want to go out there and make a mistake like I did with the information that I had received on NC audits. And just a message to the fucktard lenslicker out there who demanded that I apologize to NC audits for getting the wrong person. Well, tell that dipshit to put an email address on his channel, and I will apologize to him. So, about 50 people have emailed me and told me that Central Tyrant Investigations, Alexander, had doxed himself in a video. Well, I have been telling everyone that with the help of a subscriber, I was able to identify Central Tyrant Investigations last week, right before I went into the hospital. I was going to expose I Am Free Inland Auditing Media, whose name is not Steve, like he likes to tell everyone. It's Robert. Anyways, but first, then old Alexander had to go and get arrested again for doing a really big dumb thing. So I have decided that Alexander Cannon Crawl, whose last name will be redacted so he can't privacy strike me, should get done first. So check out this little piece of information that he gave in his video, which I want to thank Frauditor Troll. I used his video instead of Alexander's.
What's up? I know. FTP for sure, man.
So if you don't know what FTP means, the letters FTP stand for fuck the police. Now I find that quite interesting, since a few years back, Xander, as he calls himself on his X page, as you can see, wanted to be a policeman himself. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Old Alexander Cannon Crawl even claims he was in training to be a policeman. Oh my, how the world does turn, huh? So if it's true, old Xander or Alexander was in training to be a police officer, and he isn't one now. So it must be he fucked up in the academy or on the job while he was young and on probation, and he got fired. Nothing more needs to be said about that little subject, does it, folks?
All right, y'all. Well, let's get it started, man. So I'm out here for work right now. So I decided, hey, while I'm out here in Paducah, Kentucky, why not go record, guys? Why not go record? So I was actually going into Verizon to get a new phone, but there was a bank next to Verizon. So you guys already know what we had to do. So I was on Verizon's, it's not Verizon's property, but they share the property with multiple businesses. I was in the back alleyway recording the bank.
So tell me, folks, how does Alexander know Verizon doesn't own that whole property? Did he ask? Did he do a property survey? Alexander says he is brand new to the Paducah, Kentucky area, but he knows all about the property lines of stores? Yeah, and that doesn't sound suspicious at all that you're filming a bank in an alley. Didn't they teach you in that police academy what is suspicious and what isn't? Or didn't you last long enough for that class? So now further into the video, listen to what he says here.
The officer came. Well, the bank obviously called the police department. They told them that I was on their property, which I wasn't. The officer came and he saw where I was standing. So he went inside of Verizon after talking to me and asked them if they wanted me off of their property. Guys, like, I had business in Verizon. I was going to go in there, get a new phone, blah, blah, blah. So he went inside of Verizon, asked them if they wanted me off their property. They didn't know I was back there. So I told the cop, I asked the cop why he solicited the trespass.
Now I challenge Alexander Cannon Crawl or any other frauditor out there to show me a law or a policy that says, quote unquote, soliciting a trespass is against the law or a policy. This is nothing more than some nonsensical bullshit that some other frauditor came up with years ago, and all the rest of those frauditors have just been regurgitating the same dumb thing ever since. Now please, just stop it, would you? Do you know how dumb you sound? Well, all right, let's listen to this part of his video.
I walked down to the end of the building. Wasn't Verizon's side, it was another business's side. And the officer still said Verizon owned all of that, which obviously they didn't. He said Verizon can tell you to get off the entire parking lot. So, yeah, guys, he solicited trespass. He grabbed my arm and he arrested me. I asked for a supervisor. He refused.
Now, I have been on 2 different departments, 3 if you want to count the military, and I have never heard of a department that has a policy that an officer must call a supervisor if demanded by a citizen. So if you're a cop, a deputy, a trooper, a constable, or a marshal, or whatever in your town, and you're watching this, Does your department have a policy that states that you are mandated to call a supervisor? Please, please, please comment down below so that I will know of a department that does. I would love to see a policy of this. And lastly, we're going to listen to this old police trainee, Alexander, as he says this.
Another officer came out, and that's when they put me in handcuffs and put me in the back of the vehicle. The other officer called a supervisor. The supervisor came out and said, "What do you want? We're not talking about this. That's what court is for."
Yo, Xander, did you really think the supervisor had to listen to your side of the story? Do you know what I used to tell my guys, ladies and gentlemen? That if you call me every time someone demands a supervisor, you're giving away your own authority. And the next time you have to deal with that shithead, he's just going to demand a supervisor to overcome you. Now, I used to tell my guys that if you need me, I don't mind coming to the scene. But if you call me to a scene because some civilian demanded it, there better be a goddamn good reason I'm there. So, with Central Tyrant Audits, who's Alexander Cannon Crawl, has become a Frauditor, he has the only 2 arrests that I could find for him, including his latest arrest there in Kentucky, that he claims he was in the area for work. So let's take a look at what I could find on him, and it all fits on one page. It looks like in July of 2019, he got a speeding ticket out of St. Clair County, Illinois. He was found guilty, given 90 days of court supervision, and a $164 fine and fees. And when we go ahead 4 years, over 4 years, and on August 29th, 2023, he's caught speeding again, this time in Zanesville, Ohio, which is in Muskingum County. He was doing 67 and a 55. He was found guilty, given a $165 fine and fees. And just 2 months later, on October 30th, 2023, he failed to stop for a train signal that was in St. Clair County, Illinois, and that charge ended up being dismissed. Interesting. Now, the 2 criminal charges that I could find on him, one is from April 8th, 2024, where he was charged with trespassing.
You literally told me to come back to this side of the thing, and I...
We're not. What's on the inside?
Okay. Wow, you guys
Yeah,
are...
the camera turned on.
I don't know if you all remember that video or not. He was in the back parking lot of the St. Louis, Missouri Metropolitan Police South Patrol Division station. He was in the back parking lot, and they tried to get him to leave, and he didn't think he had to because it was public property. Anyways, he ended up pleading guilty to a miscellaneous health and safety ordinance and was given a $307 fine and fees. Interesting that he never talked about that or put out a video on that or anything. And then, of course, just 2 days ago, on March 24th, 2025, in Paducah, Kentucky, as you see, he was charged with criminal trespassing in the 3rd degree, which is a misdemeanor. And as you see right here, he has an arraignment on April 8th, 2025 in court. Now, I found 6 other charges in Madison County, Illinois. One was a criminal charge, 5 were traffic charges. But unfortunately, I cannot prove that they are him because, one, I don't have a photo of the booking, or I don't have a date of birth on those charges, or an address or anything that I can put back to him. So there may be 6 more charges in his history that if I could prove, I could put on here. But since I can't, I won't. He's got 2 civil cases in May of 2019. The Dubuque County, Iowa, Child Support Services went after Alexander for child support. Then child support ended up being ordered, and an income withholding order was put out there also. They did not say in the court document how much child support was, though. And then in just 3 months ago, on December 27th, 2024, Professional Business Collections went after Alexander Cannon Crawl for a small court case in Warwick County, Indiana. But interestingly enough, if you look here and at the Indiana County, or the Indiana State Court website, there's no case against him. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. So, but I wanted to show that. So we got the header here. He's Central Tyrant Investigations. Alexander Cannon Crawl. Cross out his last name there. Otherwise, he will dox me. He was born in November of 1993. He's just a kid. He's 31 years old. 2 addresses for him. One is in St. Louis, Missouri, which was valid as of December of last year. I don't know, but I found another address for him in Glen Carbon, Illinois. He likes to call himself AJ in some of his videos. That actually was his downfall. We actually ended up finding out what AJ stood for, myself and the other subscriber, and we went out and I was able to go backwards, and on the Missouri County or Missouri Court website, I was able to go back and find this trespassing charge, and then it all fell in together because I remember that video. Anyways, got 3 or 4 email addresses for him here. Of course, we have to block because if you don't, they'll do a privacy strike on you. We don't want that happening. So that right there is going to be the criminal and traffic history that I could find on Central Tyrant Investigations. Mr. Alexander Cannon Crawl. Most likely he's going to be from St. Louis, Missouri. Interesting that AJ puts on his X profile that he loves God and wants to put the Lord first. I must have missed that chapter of the Bible where it says it's okay to harass.
Okay, I guess I'm on the air. Hi, guys. Oh, man. I mentioned it earlier in passing, but yeah. They changed something in the settings on StreamYard here, and I'm still getting used to navigating it. But anyway, yeah, so that's that. Round of applause for Andre Sloan. All right. Listen, I was born and raised in Illinois. All right, so I know what he's talking about. Like, it's so annoying to people from Illinois when people that are not from Illinois pronounce the S. It's Illinois, not Illinois. Illinois would be more than one of them. It would be nice if YouTube would actually do something about folks weaponizing the report system. Well, you know what it is? It's like, it's weird because, like, it's so, I've talked about this before a long time ago, but it reminds me of it. It's the same thing. Basically, it's that we are at a disadvantage because we have morals, because we have empathy, because we have a conscience. So, like, if somebody goes to YouTube and puts on a privacy strike against a frauditor for putting that person in their video, they're going to get their sycophant, sheeple, lens-licking fans to absolutely lambaste, call flood, harass, threaten, talk about raping them and tearing them up and building the building down and setting bombs and, I mean, just everything to absolutely, completely, and horribly destroy that person emotionally for having the audacity to dare to file a privacy complaint against someone. But when one of them comes after us and does a false copyright strike or something like this or that, we don't have an army of insane lunatics that are going to attack that person on our behalf. We're not going to sit here and whine and cry about it until our fans go nuts to try and destroy them. We're going to deal with it. We're going to file our counter strike or whatever, go through the proper channels and get it done. But yeah, it's rough. It's hard. Saithal, absolutely. Anyway, I got my coffee. Yes, indeed. Uncle Artie, yes, cup. Good. You're making an assumption that we're not all a bunch of insane lunatics, right? Well, I think we're all crazy in our own way, you know. If you're talking about somebody that's just absolutely, completely normal, that's kind of boring. But, you know, there's a line. It's like being a vicious, you know, unempathetic, unsympathetic, you know, slime ball. That's the cutoff, I hope. Yes.
Hey man, I remember when I used to want to be a cop. Yeah, I went to the academy the first day, and I said, yeah, man, welcome to the police academy. And why do you want to be an officer? And I said, I saw that movie, Police Academy, and I saw Bobcat Goldthwait, and the way he went, all right then, and then like beat up people and stuff, and I wanted to do that. And they said, yeah, that's not real, that's not what we do. And I'm like, but then, you know, you get to, you know, all the guys in the academy get to fool around with all the girls in the academy, right? That's what the police academy is. And they said, no, that's just a movie, you idiot. And I'm like, but what about the podium scene? And they said, hey, you know, Hez.
See, that's when you, yeah, when you base your idea of maybe that's what happened. He saw the police academy movies and thought that's what the police academy was, and then when he went and it wasn't that, he got disappointed. Just with people like them, I wish there was a system like courts. How you can be labeled a vexatious litigant. Make it where someone has to review their stuff before. Yes. I like that idea. Like if you see one particular channel, he's constantly putting these false copyright strikes against people. You know, look, it flags their account. Take a look at it. See what's going on. I think there's something, but I don't know. We don't get our own back by reaching out to people that we don't want to be. Well, see, yeah. That's the thing. It's like, that's exactly right. It's like but you know what? Honestly, like if you think about that, even on a deeper level, that's always true, right? The good guys, if you're going to put it in those terms, are always at a disadvantage because they won't cross the lines that the other side will, you know, and it's hard, but you gotta do the right thing, you know. I always say the only thing, and I tell my kids, I used to tell my kids this a lot, and now that I think about it, I should start saying this again, because I used to say it all the time when they were little, but my whole thing has always been, hey, Stefan St. German's here, to tell the kids that, like, in the entire universe, in the cosmos, in all of it, there's only one thing that you have any control over at all. Even a tiny little bit. It's your own actions. So worry about making sure that you're doing, now don't worry, but make sure you're doing the right thing. You know, because you can't control what the other guy's doing. You can help them if they need help. You can let them know. You know, if there's, hey, you know, if that thing's poisonous, you shouldn't eat that, you know, whatever. You know, you can have empathy, you can be concerned, but you can't control them. And that's part of the problem is these guys are trying to control people. Like, I'm holding a camera, so now you must do what I say. I'm trying to control you. That's the whole thing, like when they see a cop and they say name and badge number. That's about control. It has nothing to do with any kind of anything other than I'm going to control this conversation. I'm going to control you and your actions. I'm going to demand you follow my orders. It's all about trying to control people. It's lame. Lisa Alcazar, what's up? Welcome to the show. So anyway, the next video I wanted to show today, actually, is an unclean hands video, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of which, I think I saw Unclean in here this morning. Welcome to the show, don't you know? So let's go ahead and get this party started. Share screen. All right. I don't know if I like this new layout StreamYard has, but I'm getting used to it. Maybe by this time next week, I'll probably have it down. All right, here we go. All right.
Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you as always. Don't forget to hit that like button, do all that stuff, subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Trying to get to 17,000, I'm probably 45 away. So if you could subscribe and do all that stuff, share the video. Anyway, today we're covering this auditor. Sitting to the right of me, you can see his name up there and all that stuff. I'm not going to say it. The guy's a complete moron. He goes to the Morrow police station and tries to harass the major, who isn't there, but he shows up, and the major ends up owning this clown. I mean, deluxe owned. He filmed the whole thing sideways and vertical. It was absolutely ridiculous. He has no idea how to edit his videos or even take a video. It's amazing this guy can breathe when he gets out of bed in the morning without assistance. It's hilarious. Anyway, enjoy the video.
Auditing for you. Return to Morrow PD.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you folks. I'm going to turn this video around and make it full screen because this moron doesn't know how to. So stand by. Whoops, that's not quite right. I'll be right back.
Drop off this complaint form. See if the chief is here. This is the complaint form for the major, where he came to my job harassing me.
And like I usually do in my videos, I'm going to speed through a lot of this dead air so you don't have to put up with it.
All right. Oh, you was already here? You go ahead.
Oh, he already taken care of it.
Okay. Yeah, I need a pen real fast. Have to put the date and time on here. What is it? 3? What's today's date?
12.
It's another 15 minutes into this video before the major actually shows up and meets him outside in the parking lot. So we're going to speed through a lot of this stuff. I'm going to cut a lot of it out. He's just standing around in there doing nothing. I'll stop and highlight the parts that are important.
Sir, do you know that in the state of Georgia, that if you're walking down the street, they cannot stop you and ask you for your identification? If they do, it's against the law. Under the 4th Amendment, they cannot stop you. If they pull you over on the side of the road and say, hey, you look suspicious, they cannot ask you for your identification.
Did you notice how everybody just kind of looked right at him and started paying attention to him and giving him some serious inquiry? I didn't notice that either.
It's funny that he pulls them out as soon as I start telling him his rights. Looks like they may have violated his.
$929 is McFadden and 933 is Sergeant Dudley.
Sergeant Dougman McFadden. Okay, I need McFadden. I need 2 more complaint forms.
All right.
And like I said,
Here you go.
the sergeant is the highest, right? I mean the shit. The major is the second highest, right?
Yes.
And above him is the chief.
Yes.
So who's below the major? Like right below him?
Captain
Who is that?
Beard.
Is he here?
No, he's not here.
So nobody in charge is here.
No, they're not here right now. They have meetings today.
It means today. So that means every day.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, man. So they don't help the public at all because they're always in meetings. What is this?
I know that most of my audience is now feeling especially safe knowing this freedom fighter is out there keeping you safe while you're, at work, working a job, and you don't have to worry about the cops coming and harassing you because this guy's out there fighting for you. Anyway, this whole thing's over the major coming to his work and talking to him because somebody called him and sent him there. It's kind of goofy. Anyway, let's continue.
Okay. Can I have one of these?
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you very much.
Welcome. Have a good day.
You too, ma'am. Thank you for your help. You were real professional.
All right, thank you, sir.
Well, that was so nice of you to approve. I bet that made her fucking day.
Nothing but the hallway. Well, like I said, they got time to come and harass me at my job, but they don't have time to talk to us.
I heard through the grapevine the major is on his way back just to specifically talk to you, and he is going to own you. It's going to be hilarious.
Is that the chief? Or, is that the major? He does drive a truck like that. It might be him.
Hey, brother.
How you doing, Major?
How are you?
I'm good. How you?
Man, I can't believe they paid me for this.
Oh, they don't pay me. I do it for free.
No, me.
Oh, they shouldn't pay you at all.
I know I'm getting a retirement already.
Yeah, I might be getting one too
Hold on, I'm
soon.
gonna come around.
No, you're good. I just dropped off my complaint form.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the major right there.
I'd like to talk to you.
So now the camera's running. You want to say the same stuff again?
Same what?
The same stuff you said at my job?
It's your job. Yes.
Okay,
Ready?
go.
I was directed to investigate your security officers, and it's Woodall, not Woodell.
Okay, Woodall.
Woodall.
Okay.
Your people ticketing my
That had nothing to
detectives.
do with me. We're
No,
talking about what you did
You're
to
gonna
me.
let me talk?
But we want to skip forward to the part where you
No,
harassed me.
we want me to tell you why I was there.
No, what you
No,
were
yes,
there
yes.
for, what you were there
No,
for.
yes. It's the
sir,
whole story.
Sir,
So
What
I
you
was
were there for
investigating
is not
why
important.
the ticket was given to my police car with their blue lights on, conducting an investigation, and where we're exempt from any fire lane or any security department ticket. And I was speaking with your superiors when you interrupted me and said, "Oh, if they violated something, they can get a ticket." And I said, "Negative. They're exempt under Title 40 OCGA, and of course of their duty."
Well, this is very interesting. I missed this the first time I watched this video. Believe me, I rushed through it because it's painful to listen to these clowns. But apparently this guy works for a security company that ticketed a police car with its lights on at a scene, at a crime scene. So he got busted for it. This guy is a fucking moron.
And I said, "Oh, are you the guy that came to my headquarters doing the First Amendment audit?" And you said, "You're harassing me." And I said, "No, I'm not."
That's incorrect,
and I
sir.
said, "I have a good lawyer
Why
of
would you
mine
lie?
that you can use."
why would you lie, sir?
And I would be willing to give you his
Why would you lie,
information. I don't
sir?
lie. I've got
We
a
have
great-
witnesses.
I've got a great.
We have witnesses.
I have 3 decades history
We have
of not
witnesses.
lying and honest policing.
We have witnesses,
Is it
sir.
Jeremy?
We have witnesses,
Is it
sir.
Jeremy?
We have witnesses.
I have your witness.
We have witnesses.
Yeah, I have your witness, mall management.
Yeah, we have several witnesses.
Yeah, get statements.
Yeah.
Mo management. I'm gonna have to look that up and see exactly what that is. Some kind of a security form. Hang on a second. I'm gonna look it up. Well, from what I can find out about Mo's management, it's just a temporary agency that hires people part-time for stuff. I can't imagine this guy securing anything. I mean, he needs three seats when he gets on a bus. So I can't imagine him chasing down criminals. He's a wannabe cop, and he took up security, and he couldn't become a cop, so he harasses the cops. That's what he does.
We have several
Get statements
witnesses.
from them and bring them into the IA.
So you came in there.
No,
and
you
you
want to
asked
argue.
me.
You asked me to tell you.
No. Okay,
your
now I'm
friend
gonna tell
and I'm
you.
here to
Now I'm gonna
serve
tell you what happened.
I'm here to serve.
So you was in there talking to my management, right? I walked by in the hallway. You stopped me asking me who 211 was.
Yes, I did.
And I told you, 411. I told you I don't know who 411 is because I don't normally work morning shift, right?
Speaking to Mrs.
And then as I started to walk away, then you started questioning me about my YouTube. Right?
No, I don't work all that way.
Yes. You said, hey, you're the YouTuber.
No, I didn't say
Yes, you
YouTube
did.
ever. I said First Amendment Audit.
No, you didn't. You said you're the YouTuber.
I didn't say YouTube.
And then you followed me to the office.
Okay.
And then you started telling me you had a $4 million lawyer.
No, I didn't
and
say $4 million. I said a super lawyer that's $1 million. That means
You know we have cameras in the hallway, right?
You know I have a camera.
You don't have cameras up there, right?
I know more about your cameras than you do.
Okay, so you know that they record
I
everything,
solve
right?
crimes with your cameras.
Okay, so you said $4 million lawyer. We have witnesses.
No, I didn't say $4 million.
Okay, sir, I'm not going to argue
said a
with you.
super lawyer
I'm
that's
not.
$1
I'm
million.
not going to argue with you. You said
You are
$4 million.
arguing with
No,
me.
I'm not. You said you told my
Let's call
management.
Joey Dukes and do it on TV.
Whatever. You told my management that I was in my uniform when I was recording in the office here.
No, I asked you if you were.
No, you told my
No, I
managers
asked
when
you
I
if
left
you were.
out. Okay, well.
But you did interview but you did record my officers on duty while you were on duty in uniform.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did not.
And it's on video.
Okay, that's fine.
That's when they were working a part-time job, but that's neither.
That's fine. What part-time job?
They were working their part.
Where?
While you were on duty.
Where?
Where do you work?
Because the only place I work at when I'm on duty, I have uniform on, and I've never recorded anyone.
Okay. Well,
But if you say that, well, where's your proof? You said you have cameras. Where's your cameras?
Your camera.
My camera.
This major is owning him lock, stock, and barrel. This guy is such a moron. Security guard. He's doing a First Amendment auditor while he's working. While he's working as a security guard, a wannabe police officer. You can't make this shit up, folks. It's hilarious. This cop is gonna just make this guy's head explode.
Sir, everything I record, I post online?
No, sir. It's
So-
all closed circuit television.
Okay, well, go get it. Go request it so we
I'm
can
the
look at it.
major. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, because
It's
you
a
know you're
technical.
lying. You're lying.
I don't lie, sir.
You lie.
I don't lie.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Look
do.
at my record.
Just like you tried to get the
37
guy.
years.
Just like you arrested the guy for not giving you his ID. Huh?
Who?
At the district 2
The guy
years
who
ago.
pled guilty?
Huh?
The guy who was found guilty?
No, the guy
and
who
didn't
told you he
appeal
was
it?
there looking at properties for rent.
The guy who got found guilty and didn't
Okay.
appeal it?
Okay.
And
Well.
I told him to get a lawyer.
All right, Major. Well, anyways.
Anyway, look, I don't hold any. You do what you do. I support that. That's why I served in the military, so you can do this.
So
and so many others.
When
and I'm at
when
your
you came
service.
at me, when you came at me like that,
I'm at your service.
and you kept talking in my face,
Yeah.
my manager told me to walk into the office
Correct.
because you wouldn't stop. After I told you you're harassing me at my job,
Well,
after I said I don't
Why
talk
you retain
about,
an attorney?
after I said I don't do
Why don't you
YouTube,
retain an attorney?
it might go that way.
Well, do it.
It might go that way.
Do it.
So that's all you got to say.
No, what do you mean? I told you everything I did.
No, you told me lies on camera.
Okay. Prove that I'm lying.
Okay.
Show
Well,
a preponderance of evidence
we might do that.
and attach the Constitution to it.
Yeah, we might do that.
Because
So is there a reason why you was wondering why I was recording your office in the police building?
it's First Amendment. This
So why would you ask questions about it? If it's First Amendmently protected,
Can
why
I
you ask questions?
under the First Amendment?
I mean, you can do
Can
what
I?
you want, but why would
Can
you?
I?
But why would you?
What? Who cares?
Exactly. Who cares? So why would you care that I'm recording in there
I don't
if
care.
I'm not doing nothing to you?
I didn't say I cared.
Yeah. So
Why don't
okay.
you try to be a policeman?
Have a nice day, sir.
Why don't you try
Have
to
a
be
nice
a
day.
policeman?
Have a nice
Why
day.
don't you apply with us?
Have a nice day.
And I'll consider you for employment.
Have a nice day.
You have a
I would never work for you.
have a nice day.
You
would-
lie. I would never work for
You
a
would
liar.
work for me and you would have fun.
No.
Yeah.
I would never
You know
work for a
what?
liar.
You know what? We're full. We have no vacancies. You know why?
So you're gonna tell me to apply just so you can get my information and then tell me you're full.
I had your information long ago.
And who'd you get my information from?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
You know.
Who'd you get it from?
So open source.
Who'd you get it from? No, it's not open source. Who'd you get it from?
So
Who'd you get it from?
we're full. We have no vacancies.
So who'd you get my information
And
from?
everybody else needs police officers.
So
You know why we're
who'd you
full?
get my information from?
Because we have a good department with good morale. So
Sir.
come join us.
Sir, no, obviously not, because one of them told me tough shit the other night when I was trying to get help.
Okay.
So who'd you get my information from?
Well, we're full.
That's fine. We're off that subject. The subject right now is who'd you get my information from?
I got my information from entities that are constitutionally protected
What entities is that?
and available.
What entities is that?
All kinds of open source.
What entities is that?
Open source.
What open source?
Open source.
So you can't state where you got it from.
Tax records, credit card
No,
records.
you didn't. No, you didn't. Because you didn't know who I was. So obviously you got it from your friend.
I didn't get anything from your work.
Who'd you get it from then?
Open source.
You didn't get it from no open source. You didn't know who I was. If you didn't know I was working there, you wouldn't know who I was at all.
Open source.
Oh,
We're
man.
the police.
You
We
lie.
investigate.
No, you don't investigate. You make lies.
Bring a preponderance of evidence. Go retain an attorney. Check my background. Check my history. Check my record in court, in federal court, and Clayton Judicial Circuit.
If I've got the right police station here, this is City of Morrow. This is in Georgia, Morrow, Georgia. I think, they got the phone numbers over here. You can call and make a donation for the pizza party I'm going to throw for them. Isn't that a good idea? Send them a big, large, or a couple of pizzas for the office staff and the police for having to put up with this moron. I think that's a great idea. Just do it. Anyway, let's finish this off.
Check it. 30 years.
You're a liar, bro.
Okay.
You're a liar.
That is a tort. That's a tort. You're doing that in public, and if you air that, that's a tort for which I can make a claim against you. You can't prove I'm a liar. That's against the law. That's a civil tort.
So who'd you get my information in from?
Open source.
Who's open source?
Google. DuckDuckGo.
I'm not on Google, man.
Oh, you better check.
I'm not on Google.
You better check.
I'm not on Google.
Makes you
I'm not on
wonder,
Google.
doesn't it?
I'm not on Google.
Makes you wonder.
No,
doesn't
it doesn't make me wonder. I Google myself all the
Don't call
time.
me a liar unless you can prove I'm a liar. That is assassination of character.
How about this then?
And
Prove you're not. How about this? Prove
so
you're
you
not.
need to. Why don't you go to law school?
How about this? Prove you're not.
I don't have to prove I'm not.
Tell me who told you my name.
Google.
Google did not
DuckDuckGo.
tell you my name. Okay, so anyways.
Air that. You're calling me a liar and face the consequences
No.
civilly.
Calling you a liar?
Yeah.
I mean, you won't tell me the
You
truth.
better research it before you air it.
Well, you want?
Come
We're in
back and
public.
see us. I gotta go do
We're in
work.
public. I can record anything I want.
No, you can't. But you can't accuse someone of. You can't a character. You can't assassinate someone's character.
I'm not assassinating your character.
you say I'm a
no,
liar.
I'm saying the statement was a lie.
No.
Yes, I'm saying the statement was a
Go
lie.
be a lawyer and learn.
No, you learn, man.
Yeah, that's the classic backpedaling. Yeah, you did call him a liar, and then you tried to change your mind and said, no, the statement you made was a lie. Yeah, you're so transparent and stupid. You can't keep up with this officer. You just can't do it. You don't have the mental acuity.
See you, brother.
Yeah.
You can see us.
Yeah, I will. I'll be back.
Okay, you're welcome anytime.
So that's the kind of trash you get right here. He went to my job. He's friends with my assistant director, and that's how he got the information. So now we have to deal with that accordingly. And again, I was telling him his statement was a lie, not his lying. Well, anyways, auditing for you. See you guys later.
And here is the best part of the video. It's over. I don't have to listen to him anymore. Anyway, this guy's hysterical. I don't know what he thinks he's doing. He's been here for a year. He can't get 500 subs. He's just pathetic. Nobody watches his videos. On a good video, he might get 3 comments. It's usually people telling him what an idiot he is, but he doesn't understand. He thinks he's doing something useful. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Y'all have a fantastic day. Love y'all. Bye.
Round of applause for unclean hands. Dang, nabbit. I got a whole nest of frogs living in my throat. So anyway, as he's leaving, he has to throw in that last comment. right? Because the cop's saying you can't call me a liar, blah, blah, blah. So as he's walking away doing the walk of shame, it's like he realizes, oh, crap, he might have a point. I can't make false accusations. So he throws in that line real quick at the end. Well, I didn't call him a liar. I said the statement he was making was a lie. Well, okay, pal. Oh, you're covered now. You don't have to worry about anything in court. You're straight. I remember years ago, I was at work, and a cop actually came to my work looking for me. And he came back there and he talked to me, and everything was cool, and that's it. But like if I was one of these guys, I'd be like, why are you harassing me at my job? How dare you? It's like, are you even listening? Hey, my tiny chihuahua life is here. What's up? It's like, are you even listening to what the officer's saying? Like, that's the problem with these people, is that if somebody walks up to them and they're in uniform, immediately it's a problem. It doesn't, like, you can't hear what they're saying to you. Like, hey, I came here because I got a call that there was an issue with this thing, so I came here to find out what's going on. You're here, you work here, you're here every day. You might have some idea what's going on. Let me ask you. How dare you harass me, you horrible, evil, rotten, no good time? Why? Because he's a cop? Automatically that means that he's doing something wrong. Like, he's harassing you because I guess police aren't allowed to talk to you. Because if they are, then they're harassing you. It's like an officer can't be a human. They're not allowed to be. These people want robots. They want RoboCops. That's what they want. They don't even realize it. Because anytime a police officer shows any semblance of humanity at all, they're being evil tyrants. They need to be destroyed. They need their careers ended. I wish they'd come looking for me. I just flicked the sign from close to open and I have to go to them. Anyway, so I don't know. It just seems like no matter what the situation is, if it's a police officer, just the fact that he's a police officer in and of itself means that he's there with nefarious intent and looking for trouble. Like when a cop says, what are you doing? What crime did I commit? Like, you can't talk to me if I didn't commit a crime. So if you're working see, these guys never had a job, so they don't know. If you're working in a store and a cop comes in to buy something, and you say, oh, thank you. Or if the officer, asks about what something costs or what they want. It's like, oh, well, I didn't commit any crime. You have no right to speak to me. How dare you say words to me if I didn't commit a crime? An auditor is an automatic idiot, same as the cops. No, Brian, no. That's why, and this is important, and maybe because you're still relatively new to the channel, so maybe you don't know. For me, that's why I say frauditor. If you're an auditor, like an actual legitimate auditor, then you're not an idiot, and I'm not going to make fun of you on my channel. I only talk about the idiots, the frauditors. That's why I use the word frauditor. Because those guys are idiots. if you're actually an auditor, then you're an auditor. Like, I'm not going to bother you. Go do your thing. And again, we like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, here's what we're trying to do. Here's what you don't understand. Okay? Because again, you're relatively new to the channel, so maybe you don't get my mission statement. 2 things. Number 1, when you go to my main page, the first thing you hear is me saying, from this point forward, if anybody asks me what I'm doing, I'm a journalist using my First Amendment protected freedom of the press to work on a story about frauditors. Meh. That's part 1 of my mission statement. Part 2 of my mission statement is this. These guys are bullies. All right? And they're going after people that don't know. The majority of their victims are people that don't even know what a First Amendment audit is. They've never even heard of it. They're completely taken off guard by these guys. These guys are thugs. They're punks. They're bullies. They're tyrants. They're horrible people. And I'm like, I think of like in high school, like you got the big punk picking on all the little kids and all the kids that are smaller than them. So I'm stepping in the middle saying, yo, pick on someone your own size, punk. Right? That's me. I'm the one who's standing up for the little guys. Because these guys are going after old ladies. They're going after children. These guys are going after people when they're at work and they can't do anything to defend themselves because then they'll lose their jobs. They're going after random people on the street, stomping their heads in, shooting them, literally physically putting bullets in people because they were wielding a cup of coffee, holding a guy down while his buddy stomps the dude's head into the cement. That's what these guys are doing. And you're sticking up for that? Don't attack Brian, please. No, I'm not attacking him. Like I said, I don't mind him coming here because he wants to talk. Let's talk. You know, I'm cool with that. Like I said, as long as he isn't just being blatantly, you know, because we've had, you guys have seen what some people have done in this chat before. Just blatantly like coming in here to insult people and to be a, you know, scumbag for the purpose of scumminess as opposed to actually trying to talk. Oh, yeah. Okay, I get you. I get you, Chef. I got you. But anyway, yeah, actually, I kind of like it. If you have any actual like questions about like where I'm coming from or what I do here every day, you know, let me know. Person is like, I'm here to insult people. That's what I do. Dagnabbit. Well, like I said, I have zero tolerance for bullies. You know, when I was a kid, you know, I got my share of being bullied when I was in school, and I don't like it. It's not cool, man. I don't like it. And to me, that's all these guys are bullies. And they hide behind their camera. That's it. You know, I'm going to walk down the street and I'm going to bark orders at everybody because I'm holding a camera. It's like holding a camera doesn't grant you extra rights. It's not a shield. And sometimes people do fight back. And then they come at us. How come you guys support violence? I don't support violence. But if you poke the bear and keep poking him and poking him and poking, eventually he's going to swat at you. And when he does, it's your own fault. That doesn't mean I support violence, but I recognize that you're poking the bear. What do you expect it to do? You keep poking it. It's going to swat at you eventually. It's going to try to get you to stop eventually. Hez is bullying me with his Jaws t-shirt. That's right. There was some controversy with the girl. My kids actually had to Google this because This is the actual, like the shirt is a copy of the actual poster. And we all have the same shirt. Me and my older daughter and my older son. Minnie has his is like a cartoony one. But the three of us all have matching the actual poster. And they're thinking, well, I'd like to wear this shirt to school, but am I going to get in trouble because there's a naked girl on there? But you can't really, she doesn't like, and I'm telling them, like, this is the actual poster. There's no way that they had a naked girl on a poster that millions of movie theaters had on their walls in the 1970s. And so they actually had to Google how the photo was taken, and sure enough, she's wearing a flesh-colored bathing suit for the photograph. So she is, but she's like, I don't know, like in school, if I'll get in trouble for wearing that. I'm like, I don't think so. It's iconic, you know, has been for 50 years. Anyway, eventually they'll get eaten by the bear. Yeah, that's right. Anyway. How you doing, guys? Great to see you. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. And then we got the weekend. Ooh-wee! Looking forward to the weekend. Saturday, it's going to be cool because Chuck, the whole reason I got this is because in August, they're re-releasing Jaws in theaters for its 50th anniversary. Maybe you guys could make that a thing. Because me and all the kids are going to wear our matching Jaws shirts to the show to see the movie. It's going to be fun. Now you got me thinking about that. I was about to say something about something else. Let's see. Good idea. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Right on. That's awesome. So the next thing I wanted to get into was, I was talking about this weekend. So last Saturday was cool because the normal situation, is with the custody with the kids or whatever, is that I get the older ones all day Sunday. And then because they're in school right now, then they go back for that. But Minnie stays with me because his school is right down the street, and I take him to school every day. Whatever. But last week, my older son came Saturday and wanted to spend the whole weekend here, specifically because Svengoolie was showing Creature from the Black Lagoon, and he wanted to watch that. Well, during the show, he always advertises next week's show, and he mentioned that this Saturday, he's showing Godzilla versus Monster Zero, which is like oh no, I gotta be there for that. So I'm all excited to have all my kids for the whole weekend, 2 weekends in a row. Oh, I love it. It's going to be awesome. Nope, Gen X is here. Hello, everyone. Hope you're good today. And I can't wait until summer when they're off school. They'll be able to spend more time here, it just in general. Great times. This thing keeps my coffee hot, baby. Woohoo! Look out. All right, so let's see. We got about 12 minutes till the cupcake dance. Let's see if I got a 12-minute video here. These are all pretty long. Let's see. I don't know. Trying to think. Have anything that's good for 11 minutes? I don't know. How about I just hang out with the chat for a while? Let's see. Oh, wait. Are we starting to argue in the chat? Can we because I'd like to engage with the chat for a while and like have some fun, guys. Come on. Who else is starting to experience the yellow plague in the last week? The what? I don't know. I'm not sure what that is. So I guess the answer is no. Oh boy, here we go. Florida Jim and Brian, are you two going at it? Oh, pollen. Yeah. I hate that stuff. I hate it. Yeah, everybody's like, she's talking about, Sathel's talking about pollen. Yeah. Yeah, I hate that. I'm sorry, I didn't know. It's called the yellow plague around here because the pine trees produce so much, there'll be a yellow haze in the sky. Wow. You know what? Actually, I've seen that, and not out here, but I have, and it's not. It sucks. Did I roll into some drama? Do I need to take the toys away from you and send you to your rooms? Yeah, nope, Gen X. It's Brian comes in here and he's on the other side of the fence, but he's not like blatantly rude or evil or whatever about it. So I'm cool with it, you know. But I guess him and Florida Jim started getting into it. Do you mean the Hez plague? Pollen is getting bad here as well. Yeah. Hez, I was outside trying to catch a frog, but I missed. Oh, man. Anyone else find it odd that Graham changed his name and suddenly and Hez never forgets to say hi to him? Who? Chef? I never said hi to Chef, did I? I always say hi to you, Chef. Are you jealous? Oh! I completely forgot. Because there was an ongoing bit where I always forgot to say hi to Graham. But now that he changed his name, I never forget to say hi to him. I get it. The thing is, it got to a point, because I was known for always forgetting to say hi to him, where I started forgetting on purpose. Like, you know, but I never said that. But nope, Gen X, like, still needs, I feel like I still need to promote Nope Gen X because it's his new channel, his new name, you know? Like Graham, like we all know Graham. So we all know that, oh, Hez always forgets Graham, like it was a joke. But Nope Gen X, like, you know, I don't know. That's just the way I think about it, or thought about it. I'm going to drink more coffee. Because less than in about 45 minutes, I'm going to be at work and it's going to suck. How do you find Will Smith in the snow? Look for the Fresh Prince. Yeah. They're not lining up for me yet. I can see my work from here when I look out the window. And sometimes, like, before I leave, I'll look out the window and I'll see the line. And I know they're waiting for me. Like, ah, crap. And I mean, we only got, my car's yellow. It's not a problem. All right. In 45 minutes, I'm going to be cruising my Harley. Oh, man, see? 45 minutes from now, I'm going to be at work. And it's going to be a nightmare, and it's going to suck, and I'm going to hate it. And then for the next 8 hours, I'm going to be all angry and depressed. And then finally, I'll get to come home and decompress for a while. Have Voodoo Gutterman recite Poster 7 in Latin. Okay.
Alright, man, I can do that. Alright, here, check it out. Where are we? Okay. Sui juris in proper persona. Avant-garde. Ocho Cinco de Mayo, Crass McGrass, Splibbity Dibbity Doo, Cinco de Mayo, sauce sandwich, pie, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Sigma, Sigma Pi, Beta, Gamma, Kalata, Varata, Nictu! Kalata, Varata, Nictu! Yes! Yes! Don't you know that means that if you have a camera, you can do whatever you want with no consequences? That's Latin. Kalata, Varata, Nictu is Latin for if you own a camera, you can do whatever you want with no consequences. It's like the First Amendment, which says that if you hold a camera, you can do whatever you want and there's no consequences, right? Oh, damn it.
He spoke the ancient curse. Zap him. We got saved for $5. Want some zap for saying the ancient curse?
Oh no! Come on! You know what? It's gonna save me! Plata, Varata, Nicto! No zapping! No crapping! Oh no
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And just because I'm in a good mood, I'm going to throw out a happy dance as well. All right. Yes, thank you. If you see a cross-eyed frauditor stood at your window, warn your neighbors. Yeah, man, that's wild. For some reason, I thought I just before I clicked on it, I just glanced and I saw the word cross-eyed. I thought for some reason you were saying something about the song "Cross-Eyed and Painless" by the Talking Heads. I'm still in the market for a trike. Yeah, I'm still in the market for anything. Walking everywhere isn't going to work this summer. I want to take the kids to the zoo. I want to take them to the city. We could take the train and all that, but I was thinking of buying a bicycle, but I can't throw the kids on it. That's just for me to get around. Let's see. Hey, you should move to Florida. You'll find yourself a nice trike and go ride it. We could go riding together. Anyway, let's see what's up. Oh, it's almost time for the cupcake dance. Too bad there's nobody in the chat right now. I wonder if he ignores me if I use this account. I love it. He just ignored you. Yep. Oh man. Anyway, I love you guys. It's all fun and games. You know we're slobber. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy. Slobber. Let's see. Ugh. I don't know. I'm just getting ready again. I gotta psych myself out for work. It's always weird because like after Wednesday, it's weird because it feels different. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't know. Because Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Minnie is with me, so it's fine. You know, like I go to work, I take him to school, I go to work, I come home, I hang out with him for a while, we do his homework, we, read, do whatever, watch some movies, whatever, go to bed, and then the next day, same thing. But on Thursday and Friday, when he's not around, the days just feel way longer and way more, I don't know, torturous to me. It's weird. It's like, I don't know. It's just like, I just dread having to go to work, and then I dread coming home, and then I dread just everything. Just, and I guess he just makes it fun, makes everything a little bit more fun. There you go. Boom. Fun and enjoyable. And there's the SS Douche Canoe with a butter brain on top. I was thinking, what do you guys think about? I was thinking about this the other day. If I buy like wall mount shelves and put a bunch of those behind me so I could display all my stuff back there, like the douche canoe and I don't know, all the props for my show, eventually I'm gonna get some of the stuff back from Florida, Oh, it's time for the cup cake happy dance. Let's go. All right. All right. Okay. Olay. All right. Yes. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me. As always, you are the best fans in the world. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. All right. Shelves above the globe, maybe, but don't move the flag. Yeah, I dig that. All right, thank you guys for joining me. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. And like I always say, at the end of the day, yeah. I'm all shook up.